love it. I love it.
Okay, cowboy, I know you didn't come here just to trade dirty jokes. What's going on?
Jill, I've always seen our relationship that was about moving forward, and would always continue to move forward.
Yeah.
And I see no reason why we shouldn't take things to the next level. You are the one I've always known would be the one for me. And to make that connection solid, I have this. What's in this case was brought over by my great-great-great-grandmother Mabel on the Mayflower. She got married in England and wore this ring and got married before they left and wore it on the Mayflower. And she was pregnant when she got on and had that baby, my great-great-great-grandmother Bella, before ever reaching the States. My great-great-great-great-grandmother Mabel died of typhus before landing. And her daughter, my great-great-great-grandmother Bella, was given this ring by my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. You know I'm an only child. I have no sisters, and my mother, Mom, and I discussed it. And on my mother's wishes and on the sacraments of this holy union, I now ask you to take with me. I now give you this ring.
Oh, this is the best day of my life.
Hi, what can I get you guys?
In my family, in times of celebration, we like to have, since we're from the old country, we like to have a scotch.
A scotch. And for you, sir?
I'll have what she's having.
And for you, ma'am?
Like I said, a scotch.
Okay, and for you, sir?
Same as her, a scotch.
A scotch again. Okay, I'll be back.
There was just one thing. So you know my mom's kind of anal, so what she thought we should do, or what should happen, or what she thought should happen was that on the off chance, no, I should say the impossible chance, that if for some reason you and I should not work out, she wants your agreement that you'll return the ring to her or her family.
What?
It's just a small formality, you know. Just mom being mom type
This is
thing.
a really weird thing to bring up. You know, we're talking about getting married, not anything that could break us up.
Hey, nothing ever could, nothing. It's just a small detail which has absolutely no bearing on the big scheme of things. Which is why I see no problem in agreeing to this one small, tiny detail.
Well, I guess.
So,
What's this?
it's a contract, so my mom had her lawyer draw up this stupid contract just to keep everything on the up and up.
So my word isn't good enough?
Your word is completely good enough. Totally good enough. It's just my mom, she just wants to make sure everything's official, that in the off chance, no, I should say the impossible chance that you and I should part company, then you'll agree that the ring goes back to her. Or her family. Wasn't so painful, was it?
My parents are just as bad. I mean, they were just as bad if they were alive. They would have done the same thing. Or not.
Well, there was just one more thing, you know, clarification type purposes. In the equally impossible event or chance, God forbid, have a situation that resulted in me, you know, die, then you'll agree that in that situation, my mother will get the ring back, or her family.
You and your mother had this conversation?
Weird, right?
More like along the lines of insanely morbid, like... So what? She just like, if you were to go, then I would have...
She had her attorney draw up this other contract.
This is really not how I thought this date was going to go. Like, I just... I don't... It's...
Look, listen, it's like putting up with the annoying cousin at the family routine. It's a pin. All right, think of it as a speed bump. We whip into cruise control, coast over the speed bump, and the speed bump goes away. And we move on with our lives. The lives we are now going to spend as well.
Okay.
What can I get you guys?
We're still waiting on a scotch.
The scotch, right.
Oh, 2 scotches coming up.
So listen, I know it's soon, and I know we haven't discussed it, but what are your thoughts on the bigger picture?
The bigger picture?
You, me. What are your thoughts on kids?
Kids. Well, I haven't even let it sink in that I'm engaged, so I...
Listen, you know me, always thinking ahead. Think ahead, plan ahead. That's what you got yourself into.
You know I love kids.
Well, just like I love kids. We both love kids.
And maybe, you know, down the line, if we talk about it and it's the right time for us, then, you know, maybe...
But as far as right now goes, you think kids are definitely in the bigger picture?
Probably? Yeah, I mean, but down the line
Awesome.
we could...
So you want kids. Totally rocks. Then you will have no problem in signing this.
Let me guess, your mom.
This is just an agreement that you'll agree to have kids, and if for any reason you don't, then you'll agree that the ring goes back to her or her family.
Are you serious?
Well, I thought you said kids were part of the bigger picture. If that's the case, then this contract should just be...
If your mom is going to use her ring to intervene in our marriage or dictate what we should be doing, then maybe we should just ditch her ring and get our own ring.
Get our own ring? We can't get our own ring. That ring has been in my family for 10 generations.
Hi, can I start you off with a few drinks?
2 scotches for the last time.
Hey, I'm sorry. 2 scotches.
Your mother is using it to blackmail us to do her bidding and intervene in our marriage.
Whoa. That is not what's happening at all. She wants our happiness. She wants to guarantee our happiness.
And in the meantime, she's dictating orders and making us sign these stupid contracts. This is insane. Do you not understand how ridiculous this is?
I just have to say, we may be disagreeing on the level of ridiculousness. I agree what she's saying is ridiculous, but not that ridiculous. Look, on a ridiculous scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I'd probably give this one at least a 4 or 5, maybe a 6.
What if I can't have kids?
You can't have kids?
I don't know. I've never tried, but it could be a possibility. We may try and then find out that I have some issues.
Jesus. Okay, well, in that case, we could adopt kids.
We could adopt kids. What if I don't want to adopt?
I was hoping you wouldn't say that, because my mom kind of made me write this up. In the event or chance that you aren't able to have kids and for some reason choose not to adopt, then you'll agree that the ring goes back to my mother or her family.
This cannot be happening. You and your mother had this conversation how long ago?
Hi, Jason.
Yes.
Ann Mackenzie. You called our offices this week?
And yes, and this is my fiance Jill. Ann is actually a notary public. She works for a great firm.
Miss Carpenter. I need 2 forms of identification. One in the form of a photo ID, either a passport or a state-issued ID.
It's my mom's idea. Just gotta make sure those I's are dotted and T's crossed. No substitute for clarification.
Hi, I'm Jimmy.
Jimmy, yes.
I answered your Craigslist ad for witness to the signing of the documents.
Jimmy, this is my notary public, Ann.
Hi, Jimmy. I'll need 2 forms of ID from you. Oh, and miss, I'll also need a utility bill or some other form verifying your legal residence.
Stop. Everyone stop. I am not doing this under these circumstances or any circumstances involving your mother dictating this or any other situation or blackmailing us into doing her bidding for anything, ring or otherwise. I will not have a relationship where I live under the shadow of someone who forces us into her will under threat of blackmail.
Jill, it's just my crazy mom has these crazy ideas in her
Forget
head.
her. Forget about your mom. We'll carry on without her.
I can't carry on without her. My mom pretty much supplements my entire income.
Your mother supplements your entire income. When were you going to tell me
Jill,
that?
come on, it's not that big of a deal.
Hi, back with the scotches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me know if you need anything else.
This was supposed to be the best day of my life. The day a woman finds out who she is going to spend the rest of her life with is almost as good as the wedding day. That small moment in time where everything is just right and you are literally swept off your feet from pure elation. Instead, I am knocked on my ass from pure shock. always knew that your mother had a control freak thing going on, but what I didn't know is she was going to dump a mountain of paperwork on me on what is supposed to be my day, insist that it gets legally documented, and then demand that I kowtow to her wishes, all for a stupid ring for her son, who I just found out lives off of his mother.
Oh, wait a second, I don't live off my mother.
You just said that she supplements your entire income.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, I guess I kind of live off my mom.
Thank God I found out what I was getting into before I got into it.
Looks like I'll be eating prime rib by myself.
Rough night,
Rough week.
rough month.
Rough year.
Did she fall for it?
Hook, line, and sinker. Hey, man, thanks for letting me use the ring.
You're welcome.
See you.